as sheriff, do you believe that, now remember, folks, they had these questions for a week, and I know you don't know what they were yet, so. As sheriff, do you believe it's your responsibility to enforce federal Posse Comitatus Act?
You guys want to explain that a little bit? Bill and Ike or Dean for the audience?
Posse Comitatus is basically an act that states that United States forces cannot be used to enforce general laws among the several states.
It says that the military cannot enforce laws. When I was in the MPs, that's one thing they'd always, Posse Comitatus, it almost sounds like you go out and help, but the law is that you cannot set the United States Army or the Air Force, well, all of them on that. You can have the National Guard, because the National Guard is not federal unless it's federalized, so it doesn't come under Posse Comitatus. You can have an Army guy riding with a city policeman, but as a policy, you can't do it. I cannot, to me, that's not an issue. If it gets to the point where we've got to worry about Posse Comitatus, we all better buy all the bullets we can, because it's gone by then. If it gets to that point, we're all shot.
We can't argue with that at all. I mean, that's the way it is. We're not going to get, the military's not going to come in here and take over. We can handle it ourselves if we have a bad situation, or, like New York or California, or LA, something like that. But we can take care of our own. We can take care of ourselves.
Okay, we have one more question, prepared question. Then we're going to take about a 10-minute break. People will wander around, go to the bathroom, get a snack, what have you. And then when we come back, we will go over the questions from the audience.
For a little bit of background here, back in 1994, the Brady Bill required sheriff's departments to do background checks, which was ultimately ruled unconstitutional. It was replaced with the instant background check. And I'm sure you're familiar with this, as are most people here that have purchased a firearm. But apparently, Sheriff, was this in Arizona?
No.
Sheriff
Yes.
Mack?
Texas Sheriff Mack.
Oh.
Sheriff Richard Mack refused to do the background checks because he claimed that the 10th Amendment was infringed. It's a question of state sovereignty. Among other things, of course, it was an unfunded mandate. And the gist of this question is that would you be willing to go up against the federal government, as was done in this case of Sheriff Richard Mack, if you felt the statute was unconstitutional?
Go ahead.
Yes, if it violates the Constitution, which is the law of the land, and I've got enough people, well, not enough people, because in the situation you're talking about, I think you had 10 sheriffs across the whole United States that stood up in their bonus. Like I said before, when I've asked this question, it's a constitutional right. If the federal government's breaking the Constitution, we take it to court and we'll do it legally, and obviously you took it to the Supreme Court, and that's what we'll do. We won't grab guns and keep them out. We'll do it legally. I know. We've got our guns, so they're in the back burner. But we will seek all the smart minds we have around here, and all of our attorneys and lawyers, and we'll take it to the Supreme Court and find all the way.
I'm glad it went a big round of applause, because I'm a little less on his side of that. The thing about what Sheriff Mack did, the gun part was one of the big things, the reason he was doing that. And if you don't have people checking to see who's buying guns, I think it was a good deal. I mean, the instant check, of course, that took it where we didn't have to do it. And the unfunded mandate, it's against the law in Missouri, but by God, they sure do it every day. I mean, we have all kinds of things they put on us. I really really the only thing I can think of the federal government doing that be unconstitutional is if you had, and I'll use the IRS because nobody likes the IRS. The IRS, if they would come down and say, we're gonna do something, and said, no, you don't have a court paper, you don't have the legal paper, you don't have, you know, you may be able to do it, but you're gonna have to get the paper. I can't even think of a scenario where I would be in a position where I felt I had to sue the federal government. Not that I wouldn't, but I get sued. I don't like to sue people who don't want to be sued, but I just can't imagine, and maybe I'm naive, but I just can't imagine this time where I would feel I needed to sue the government. And one thing, the government's like when I was in the military, there is no government. There's people sitting at desks, but they're people. You know, it's not the government that's doing it, it's our own people that are doing it.
30 seconds.
Well, unlike Richard, I can't think of a scenario right now, but if they came down and told everybody here today that you're not gonna get to drive your tractors anymore, we're gonna take all the tractors, take them back to Washington DC, I'm gonna give new people to help me, and we're gonna fight them.
My job's enforcing the law. And if it's a law that's been through the courts, the courts determine what's constitutionally correct. It's not up to me. You know, you get people that go out here and say, well, I'm a freeman, I don't have to pay taxes. You know, there's rules. If you're gonna live here, you need to follow the rules. The government has to follow the rules. But if, to me, to do something, you know, almost anarchy, because I don't agree with them, I'm just not into it.
Thank you. Is that all we got up for?
Yes, we'll take about 10